for me, travel it's not an occupation, it's a calling.
Well, hello everybody, this is May King Tsang here, first name May King, and today we've got the fabulous Kate Holroyd with us. How are you, Kate?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you so much for asking. Now, let's tell the world who you are and what you do.
I'm Kate Holroyd and I am the founder and owner of Strawberry Holidays. We're an independent travel agency. I work at home and I help people with tours and cruises to the US, Australia, Italy, Greece, and I am a Disney superstar agent as well.
A Disney superstar agent. What a title. That's amazing.
It's what they say I am because I've done all the training and I've attended the VIPs and I've been to the parks as well.
Fantastic. Now, let's talk about the travel industry then. It's not a great time at the moment for some of us.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say, especially in travel and events as well for yourself. We've both seen the raw end of 2020 for definite, but hopefully in the next, few weeks, maybe into the early part of next year, we'll see some fruit on those bare trees.
Now, what I really admire about you, Kate, is that even though, the travel industry has been hardest hit, you worked so hard to help other people in the travel industry, as well as clients such as myself. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think one of the key things for me has been about showing up and not hiding. Like I could have hid away and stopped what I was doing and stopped being there and just, I don't think anyone would have held it against me if I'd have shut down and just said, you know what, this is too hard. I don't know how I'm going to recover from this. For me, travel it's not an occupation, it's a calling. And I'm very much felt compelled to still show up for my clients, for people that don't even know me. I've been doing that through the Girl About Travel community on Facebook. It's got a few thousand women in that group and they were all fretting about their summer holidays, and I joined, and I'm now actually their resident travel agent. They come to me specifically for advice. And then within the travel industry itself, I attended some of the sort of industry media were doing webinars, and I took part in those and tried to help from a marketing point of view, which actually then led to myself and another travel agent joining forces and collaborating on a marketing planner for travel agents in 2021, which is selling fantastically well. And we just felt compelled to help as many independent travel agents like ourselves, and it's helping, which has just been fantastic.
And one of the other things that I love about you, Kate, where you've been really consistent with, is your travel talk. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so live video is obviously a key part of any marketing strategy now, and I launched Travel Talk back in 2018. So now every Tuesday at 12 p.m. I go live on the Strawberry Holidays Facebook page, and I'll talk about whatever the theme of the week is. So this week I was talking about Bucket List Italy with Cruise Mummy, and last week I talked about Florida Fest. I was doing a heap of training and I wanted to relay that, that knowledge and what I learned and talk to people about it. And that went really well. And now I get, hundreds of views on these things now, and people love to talk about travel. Really, everybody talks about holidays and where they've traveled, and it's lovely to bring that online and into the community.
Now, you've also got coming up the Travel Talk Festival. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've taken it one step further. I've done, travel talks with clients, and that's been wonderful to get, the message out there about using a travel agent, as well as industry experts and influencers like Cruise Mummy and Emma Cruises, who, are big bloggers about cruise, funnily enough. And I'm taking that one step further with the Travel Talk Festival. It's going to be a whole day dedicated to local celebrities. So I've got the Michelin star chef Nigel Howarth. You may have seen him on things like Saturday Kitchen and things like that. So he's a Lancastrian, and he's going to be talking about his travel and cuisine. Like, we're going to mix it up with the two things. And then we've got John Gilmore of BBC Radio Lancashire, who's been a huge supporter of mine, and I go onto his show once a month and chat on the BBC about travel and what's happening within the industry and trends and things like that. So the whole day is going to be talking to small business owners, talking to advocates of my business, which has been wonderful to invite people back, as well as, you know, supporters and cheerleaders like the Girl About Travel founders as well. I'm really looking forward to speaking to them too. So yeah, so far it's a jam-packed itinerary.
Wonderful. Now, Travel Talk Festival, you're actually running that on November the 12th in conjunction with Small Biz 100. Now, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Small Biz 100 is part of the Small Business Saturday movement or campaign. Small Business Saturday has been running for about 8 years. It's the 5th of December this year. It's always the first Saturday of every December, and it's basically a movement where it's encouraged on that day, that especially that day, but throughout, you know, the year, but especially that day, to support small businesses and to highlight small businesses. And what Michelle and the team do is every year they select 100 businesses, so that in the 100 days leading up to Small Business Saturday, each of those businesses gets a highlighted day. It's all about them. They get national exposure through the movement and through the campaign. And 12th of November is my Small Business 100 day. So it just felt like the perfect thing to do, to bring the two together and really, you know, put out our voice nationally, getting Travel Talk. I know obviously a Facebook Live is international, but to get national, you know, coverage hopefully, and get the national campaign movement behind Travel Talk and get more eyes on Strawberry Holidays essentially.
Well, congratulations, Strawberry Holidays. I mean, Kate, sorry. Because actually, being part of the Small Biz 100 is no mean feat. This is in its 8th year, and thousands of people have applied to be part of that movement, right?
Yeah, they did. It was their biggest ever applicant year, and thousands of people apply every year. And I've been really fortunate to be invited into that really small group of people. There is an alumni on Facebook, and the community is insane. Like, the changes that people saw in their businesses from being part of the Small Biz 100, getting the PR coverage that came with it, getting the support of the movement has been incredible, and it's really exciting. You know, it's a nice positive thing to come from 2020. It was a tough process in the sense that, you know, because of 2020, I had to think a little bit differently. So I talked about my community efforts within the industry and within Girl About, and that obviously made me stand out. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased to be able to take, you know, that small thing and hopefully make it much bigger.
Because I remember listening to one of your talks, and you recommended people, even though with COVID at the moment, we should still be planning to, book the holidays for next year, especially to really popular destinations like Disney, before they put the prices up. So if people want to find out more about that, where can they find you?
Yeah, I'd just ask people to come and find us on Facebook. If you're thinking about a cruise, we've got fantastic bots on there that will help you find your cruise line. We've obviously got our backdated travel talks. You can catch up on anything in there from the last 2 years, basically. Have a look at the back catalogue. And, you can DM me personally from there as well, and we can have a chat about anything you've got, any concerns you may have around travel in 2020. I'm here to offer any advice at this stage.
And if anybody who is in the industry, travel industry, because I know you're a big believer in helping and supporting others, where can people find you there?
Definitely at Beyond the Bookings. So again, on Facebook, we're also on Instagram, but myself and Mia, we are there to help as many independent travel agents as we can with their marketing, with just keeping the vibes positive as much as we can. Like, we are really going through it, and I know people are nervous about the end of October, and it's going to be a case of all coming together and being there for each other. So yeah, Beyond the Bookings on our Facebook.
And any final words before we end this broadcast, Kate?
just a huge thank you to you for doing this. And yeah, please tune in 12th of November. May King will be on the bill as well for the Travel Talk Festival.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much again for your time, Kate. It's always a pleasure catching up with you. And do go and check out Strawberry Holidays and their Facebook page there if you want to know more about the Travel Talk Festival.